So in the recent update, the AUG H-bar got some new attachments, which make it a little silly. Just a little bit. So 223 Remington and this closed bolt conversion make the gun probably the most accurate it's ever been, which is saying a lot because this gun has always been ridiculously accurate. Sorry, I wanted to show the accuracy, but I got into a little bit of a gunfight there. That's one way to start the video. But let's show you this, okay? Watch this. That literally doesn't move. Hold up. We will go further back. What? It literally has no horizontal recoil at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a smidge. Mind you, I wasn't controlling recoil at all there. I wasn't even pulling down on the mouse to make it less vertical. It simply just doesn't move. And the best part about this is that it's still 4 shots close range. It becomes pretty crappy at long range, but with how accurate it is, it's not difficult just to hit headshots. You know, there's always the clickbait that all of us YouTubers do, like the most accurate gun in the game, you know, the easiest gun to use in the game, blah, blah, blah. This genuinely might take the cake. And it's wild because the AUG H-bar has had this weird spot in this game for so long where it's just never been bad. There's not a single time in my almost 7 years of playing this game that the AUG H-bar hasn't been a good weapon to use. And not that this makes it crazy overpowered or anything, because the gun was always super accurate and that's not going to change off of just this little update. These little attachments, although make it crazy accurate, don't make the gun any more dumb than it already was, I promise. So I'm not really complaining about it, but it definitely is interesting that this gun just over years cannot quit, bro. There hasn't been a single person who has done balancing changes to this game who could find a way to take the AUG H-bar off its pedestal. It's just nuts. And I don't see it ever coming down because sort of why would it? To nerf this gun would be to nerf its accuracy, which just wouldn't really fit the AUG's category. Like every single AUG in the game is just really accurate. Nerfing its damage would be the next appropriate step, but then I feel like you have to nerf every LMG, which would that be a bad thing? Probably not. Now, of course, this does have a decent requirement to get into. I did say that the AUG H-bar without any attachments is still very accurate, and that is very true. If you want crazy accuracy, you'd go with something like this. Now, there is things out there that exist like any other AUG where you also don't need these attachments, or the AN94, which by default is crazy accurate. But if you've got a little bit of credits, man, this is truthfully sort of the way to go. And I apologize, there was someone when I was streaming like 2 days ago who gave me this setup, and I don't remember who, so you'll know who you are if you see the video, but I kind of enjoy it. I've always enjoyed more accurate guns. I've always preached that when giving advice to people, things like that, but wow. Is this like a whole new level of accuracy? Not that this gun wasn't accurate enough and needed zero help, but let's also do it with something like this where the camera recoil also just doesn't really seem to be there either. Oh my God. It just doesn't bounce at all. Even with this super crazy accuracy, the gun could still 3-shot headshot close range, and I believe it's a 4-shot headshot at all ranges. So as long as you're able to look at their head, you really don't lose out on too much here. All right, so a map like this is where we could probably show this off so much better. Long range fights. Tell me this isn't stupid, bro. And I promise that you don't need to be skillful to use this. Like, I'm really not even moving my mouse at all other than trying to track them a little bit. Now, a DCL 120 is definitely not helping me out because it has like no zoom. So like trying to see some of these people and their head glitches that far away, kind of a pain in the butt. I feel like you could probably even get away with using like an actual scope on this, like an ACOG or something, which normally I would never recommend using an actual scope on any sort of assault rifle or LMG. But this, with how like comfortable it is to fight at range, not the worst idea that we could ever have. Man, I just love it. I love it so much. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. By the way, for anyone who is watching, if you watch to the end here, don't actually purchase the DCL 120 on this. I did this sort of as a joke because I have a ton of credits to spend. Don't waste your money on it. It's not worth it. He has no chance, dude. That poor guy. Like, I don't think they know what they're getting into when they get into that kind of gunfight with me. I still can't get over the fact that it can wallbang this easily. And these aren't like warehouse walls. Like these have a little bit of something to them, and yet still just cutting right through it. Not too sure. There's one guy right over here to the right, but he might find a wall. That was not the guy I was looking for. That guy was, and so is this guy, which is perfectly good for me. I could sort of see that guy, but it's so difficult with this sight. Ah, okay. Oh, we managed to get out of that. That's actually insane. Guy underneath me. 2 guys. Another guy. Oh, don't whiff. Okay. Ooh, things are getting a little sketchy sometimes here. I've only got not even 2 mags left. I actually picked up ammo and then died. But 30 and 5, that wasn't too bad since I just wanted to jump in real quick. But man, thank you guys so much for watching. This is extremely fun to use. Absolutely loved it. Would give it a try if you guys got the spare credits or if you just have the attachments unlocked anyways. Peace out, boys.